Eminent domain. The house I grew up in is being torn down. The modest 5-room bungalow behind a city's service gas station was too close to the intersection of Route 112 and Sunrise Highway. The state of New York won't allow my folks, in their late 70s, to die there. The house I grew up in is going to be the flat center of a cloverleaf bypass. The house I grew up in was built in 1950 by John Sequino. It had 2 bedrooms, a living room, a kitchen not large enough to eat in, and a front porch. We used to play Monopoly behind the screens, drinking Kool-Aid out of vividly colored aluminum tumblers. We called them aluminum glasses. My mother saves nothing. I can't show you one. The house I grew up in was hardly singular. There were 4 of them on a 6-house dead-end block. We relinquished our front porch in 1960 when my parents hired 2 German college students to build a room on the porch's foundation. For years, the room would be the center of family life for the 3 of us. But recently, it was too close to the street for my mother, and it dwindled to a mudroom. How many secrets are in the house I grew up in? I know where my cat Dolly is buried. I know that behind the radiator in my bedroom, my Lone Ranger Tonto wallpaper still exists. There was never a brush so narrow, and my father always boasted he painted the whole interior in a day. I know the places he missed, where last year's peach is not this year's peach. The biggest and best secret of the house I grew up in is not my secret, but my father's, which is as it should be. Down in the basement's southeast corner was his workroom. Every 50s husband wanted or had one. And its focal point was a mammoth work table, iron pipes across which lay a huge, thick, dense plank of wood. On my last visit to the house I grew up in, I went down to the basement. My father had hacked his table to jagged pieces. No one would ever use this table. No one strong enough to carry it away the way he carried it here. No one would ever carry it away. My father made sure he had one hand in the destruction of his home. My father returned from World War II to the American suburbs, grateful, hopeful, ready to settle in.